Building Your Empire with SophieZo. I'm Sophie Zolman, the owner and CEO of SophieZo Next Level Business Support and your amazing podcast host. Today, I am really feeling the whole take care of yourself, do things at a pace that works for you, live your life, and have a business at the same time because it just seems the universe keeps showing me that doing things my way, so to speak, more so along the lines of the pace of doing things, the pace of reaching my goals and things like that, because it is just a crazy world out there in so many respects. And if we can minimize our own personal and business stress and craziness, I'm all about it. I am so over the whole hustle grind stuff. So, this week, my episode is called Give Yourself a Break because taking breaks of any kind are so necessary to keep you healthy, to keep you mentally strong and mentally focused, keep you spiritually focused if you're into all of that. It allows you to stay healthy, body, mind, and soul, so that you can do what you need to do in your business and in your life and enjoy it all along the way. Because if everything you're doing sucks, makes you unhappy, pisses you off all the time, you always feel overwhelmed and anxious and stressed, why are we doing it? So, I want to give you some tips on giving yourself a break. In this world of constant hustle and grind and do and push, give yourself permission to build your business at a pace that works for your life, because your life is what matters. Your lifestyle you desire, the way you want to show up each day, how you want to live your life, how you want to work your business is important. If you want to hustle grind, go for it. If you burn out and fall apart, lesson learned. Pick yourself back up and give yourself permission to slow down and do it at a pace that is actually better for you mentally, physically, emotionally, etc. Second, set priorities. Work will be near the top of the list. Your day-to-day stuff will be at the top of the list during business hours if that's what you choose to do. Because remember, it's not bad to set business hours. It's not bad to hold yourself accountable during X amount of hours for your work and then take time off, to have dinner, to spend time with family, to take a walk, whatever the case may be. Remember that the time spent doing the things you love with the people you love is just as valuable as the time spent building your empire. You got to have it's I don't like to call it a work-life balance because it's not always going to be balanced. Balance usually kind of means 50-50, or the teeter-totter is just steady across, whatever you want to call it. It's more about setting the priorities and creating your balance by your definition. That could mean working half a day, playing half a day. Could mean working Tuesday through Friday. It could mean any number of things. But again, you need to set your priorities and set your own definition of what is balanced time for work and play, and make sure you're getting both in, and calendar all of it or task all of it in your project management system. Yes, I know it might sound weird to put some of your personal priorities in there, but let me tell you, if you are organized in that way and you have things time blocked and you have things in Asana or Teamwork or whatever you use, it's for the reminder. It's not for the, oh my gosh, this is my task list and I got to do this, and this, including my personal stuff. I use both my project management system and my calendar, and even some reminders on my Alexa show, or, if you use Google Assistant or Siri, It's reminders. It's not I don't do it to push myself, say, oh my gosh, I gotta stop what I'm doing right now and do this. So, set your priorities, task it out, block it out on your calendar, and then follow it to the best of your ability. We're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for what works for you, in what flow, in what priority, in what order. Third, if you're not hitting your milestones exactly where you set them, don't beat yourself up. Life happens, shit happens, things go on that are out of your control that can make you miss a milestone. It can make you miss the deadline for a goal. And that's okay. It's going to happen. Sometimes we don't fully think it through and set a date or a milestone that is really reachable in that moment. But that's okay, because as long as you don't give up and say, screw it, I'm done, I missed my deadline, I missed my milestone, I'm never going to get this. As long as you don't go down that rabbit hole, as long as you take a step back, take a deep breath, and think through what it really takes to hit that milestone in a way that's going to be easy and graceful and sustainable for you, and allow you the space you need to do things outside of the business and whatnot. And then last but not least, think in terms of personal satisfaction rather than dollar signs. Or think of your why. Why do you want to make that money? Why do you want $1 million? Why do you want to grow your business to the next level and beyond? It's more about the why and what feeds your heart and soul behind the business, the revenue, the goals, the milestones. Because from my own personal experience in the last almost 18 months or so, not only did I learn that the hustle grind thing is not for me mentally, physically, emotionally, it was not successful for me. I did not reach my goals. In fact, it really kept me from hitting my goals. And I also figured out that my goal, my overarching why, my overarching goal, the purpose of my work in my business is not only to serve my clients and help them achieve their goals and their whys and their dreams, but my why is that beach house in Melbourne Beach, Florida, that I want to have in the next 2 to 3 years. And my focus on my milestones and my goals is, it has some money goals involved, but it also has the ease and grace, time and space. Let's do this sustainably, not only for myself and my team, but for my clients. My clients are all on the same path of, I want to achieve these goals. I want to do it over time and space. I want to do it sustainably. I want to set the foundations. I want to have the team. I want to have what it takes to do this in a way that is fun, enjoyable, and I get to focus on my genius, what I do best. I'm not doing the grinding stuff. I'm not doing stuff that doesn't fit my personality, my way of working, the way I do things, because everybody perceives differently, thinks differently, works differently, and they need to have that space to be able to create what works for them while their team does the rest, while the people in their lives, their mentors and coaches, help them see beyond the blinders, the rose colored glasses that a lot of entrepreneurs have on about, I'm going to make $1 million and I'm going to do it in 6 months. Let's look at that. Let's really unpack that and look at that and use the people, well, talk to the people in your life, your team, your mentors, your strategists, whatever it is, whoever is there helping you make sure you're on the right path for you, not them, your competitors, the other people as in your industry, that whole comparison syndrome. Stop it, because you don't know how they got where they got. You don't know if that's the path for you. And anyone who has the signature method, the cookie cutter way of doing things, run away, because nothing is cookie cutter in this world, in your life, in your business, because you don't work, think, perceive, etc., like that person who achieved their $1 million there, whatever, in the time they achieved it. What they did may not work for you on many levels, not just because it's, things that you can't do or whatever. It's got to be authentic and genuine to you, and it's got to feel good in your gut. Trust your intuition. That is another part of this, is let your intuition guide you, not fully and all by itself. That's where you check in with your mentor, your coach, your team, etc. You have those people to brainstorm with and throw ideas around, so that you're sure you're on the right track and you're not, doing magical thinking or any of that. So make sure you're doing things in your business and your life in a way and in a pace that is good for you, so that your health and wellness is taken care of, your mental capacity is not overloaded, you have time for fun, for family, for the things you enjoy, and the business itself is fun and enjoyable. Let's not get into the craziness of whether it's hustle grind or doing what someone told me to do because they said it works and I don't know if it's going to, it doesn't really fit me. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. Keep those things out of there and work on what feels good to you, what works for you, based on how you think, feel, work, perceive, and how you want your life and lifestyle to be. That is going to be so important in really scaling to that next level and beyond in a sustainable, easy, graceful way. So that's what I have for you today. If you have any questions, comment below, DM me, or jump over to the website, book a 30-minute consult call to talk through things. I'm happy to go into these things at length, and let you know where you're going. Let you know how you can get there, whether or not it's with me and my team. That's again, getting there in a way that works for you. Whether or not that's me and my team, that can be determined. So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next week.